Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Today is our last day here in this spot in Quartzsite.
Yes.
And we will be moving just a couple miles until... These are our friends, Kevin and Bobby, and we're just all getting ready to get out of here pretty quick. It's starting to get warm. This morning it was cool, but it's starting to get warm. Everybody has these little electric bikes now. They're so nice. We probably won't get any for a while, but you know, it's nice that these folks have them. We're just really proud for them.
Okay, here we are driving around in the Quartzsite. This is Posa South, where we've stayed since November. And as you can see, it's pretty deserted. And us. And then there's a few more scattered out. They did have 4 big dumpsters for trash. And now I think they're down to 2 right now. And I'm sure they'll be leaving.
And as of tomorrow.
As of tomorrow.
They'll cut the water off.
The long-term part changes on this. And there's no amenities. The water stations will be closed, the dump stations will be closed, and there won't be any trash dumpsters left out there. So it will be quite different. Okay. I'm trying to. We're bouncing around. Okay, I'm going to turn it off and I'll let Jim film because he's much better.
So there's a lot of nice, healthy saguaro cactus here. This is one that doesn't look so healthy. Looks like it's had a lot of abuse in its lifetime. But there's just a great number of them that are very, very healthy. And I noticed yesterday a whole bunch of seeds on the top of one of them. So they're doing good. I don't remember the names of these cactus right here, but they're all starting to bloom out. They got red flowers on the top of them. So this is our path that we take out every time. It's got a couple dips on it. If we have water, this wash would, if we had a big rain, that wash wouldn't be passable for a while.
That's not the path we take when we take the bus out, though.
No, no, no. When we take the bus out, we go way up to the other end. Way up there, and there's one place where you can go out that it's real flat. Bus has no problem with it. And all the ironwood trees are leafing out right now, and the leaves are so bright and green. Now, these aren't so much so as they are over on the wash. But you can see the new leaves on there. And then this one here, ironwood tree, it's not doing too good. Looks like it's had better days.
Need some water, probably.
Now, we don't really understand why people do this, but I guess they don't want anybody coming into their area. People build these rock deals all around.
Oh, one over there has great big rocks.
Yeah, there's one over there on the road. And it was a lot of work to do that. In fact, all of these, many of them took an awful lot of work to put up these little fences and these little stone hedges or whatever you want to call them. But over here, we're going to show you the dump station and the trash station here at Posa South.
There are 4 deals here. There's Tyson Wash, I think it's called, or Tyson Wells, I'm not sure. And then the Posa West, the Posa North, or Posa South, and I don't know. There's 4 of them anyway, right here close together. We usually stay at the Posa South because it is the one that has the dump stations and the water stations.
Right. So right here, this is the water station, and I see that somebody's getting ready to come through here right now. And this is the trash right across the street.
This is the dump station, baby, not the water station.
I'm sorry. Did I say water station?
You said water.
This is the dump station. And you can see it has two places. And it has sewer openings on both sides of the dump station.
Yeah.
And then the water stations, it has some wash hoses there, but it's not potable water. So the potable water is right down here, and you can see there's somebody getting some water right now. And these are open. Last year they did change, and they started closing them down like very early,
at night, I think.
so that they could recharge, because this time of year it has been a long time since it's rained, so the water levels start going down. But you can see there's two water stations here,
With two on each side. So
and there's two on each side of the road.
And two faucets. So actually
And there's
8 places on the other.
There's actually 8 spots, because you'll see that this has two faucets on it. There's some pit toilets here, and then just back down the road there's another pit toilet, so there's several. And then they have, here's 2 more water stations. And again, they have, says do not wash your vehicle. Well, I think most people wouldn't do that, but it's good to have a sign up, I guess. And then it has 2 faucets here, and then right down here it has 2 more faucets. So the total of 8 people can be filling their water at the same time, which is really handy. And then you can see the big 5th wheel over there, and it's dumping at the dump station.
They're probably getting ready to leave.
Getting ready to leave, as most of us are. And here people are bringing over a little trash. We're all trying to get rid of all of our trash before we leave. So here's a guy staying in a tent, and he's driving a Mercedes. He stayed, I can tell you why it's not the best place, but he's right here close to the pit toilet.
Well, that's a good thing. And water. Close to the water.
Close to the water, close to the trash. And then right up here at this next point is where the rangers and the maintenance people, they have a big water tank here, and this is kind of their spot right here. It's not for public access, it's just the volunteer office. And you can see they just have a lot of storage and stuff out there. So when we cross over to go back to our bus, there's a little place down here. It has a green rock, big green rock that's been there for a couple of years, and that signifies the place where we pull in, because it's the shallowest washes, and they're not too bad at all. There's
right there.
One of them right there's where we pull in. And then up here you can see that there is another pit toilet, and this is heading towards what they call the magic circle, or the clothing optional area. So we were surprised when we came out and there was a clothing optional area. But that road right there goes right into the clothing optional area. Now on the highway up here, it will have a little sign about that, I believe.
Well, not exactly a highway. On this little road.
On this little road we're on, there is a sign up here. Now,
Maybe.
so here is the speed limit is 15, and you don't want to get much above that. I'm driving about 10 right now, but if you drive more than 15, you do create a big old cloud of dust. the areas up here in the clothing optional areas have some really nice trails. Somebody's done a lot of work on getting those trails all worked out. Well, we still have probably another half mile to go. So there's tremendous amount of area up here. This is all north of the signs that say, way out there you can see a red pole, if you can, a red pole right out there. And that's a sign. They have those poles all the way across saying this is clothing optional area. But a lot of people park up here that don't have any intention of taking their clothes off. They just park up here because there's lots of space with no one parked up here. And so here's one of the red poles. This says BLM 13, and then beside it says you're entering the clothing optional area. So these are some of the decorations that we see out here on the ground. So here's a little video of these, how they make their campsites. They pile these rocks around everywhere. This has an arrow, which I am guessing points to the north. It's got a heart-shaped, I guess they're making rock gardens. That over there says love. And then here at the bottom of the cactus, a lot of painted rocks, which we've seen at a lot of campsites. So there you go. A lot of painted rocks. So here, this one says the magic circle, which is what they call the nudist area up here, is the magic circle. Pretty interesting, isn't it? So you can see all these paths with these rocks, and it just, right?
Well, and absolutely. And that's, if you are so inclined to be without clothes, well, this would be a good place for you to come and be with like-minded people, if that's something you enjoy doing.
And I don't even know what they are. I'm going to go a little closer and take a look. Okay, so this looks like the old Thunderbird. It's an Indian design. And over here it looks like a couple bear prints is what it actually looks like. But these are things that took a lot of time for them to do. Over here we have the traditional flute player, Indian flute player. Oh, almost fell down. Just about tripped over that big rock. And then, again, another design over here. It looks a little bit like a maze. And in the middle of the maze, they have, in memory of a life so beautifully lived. Okay, and there's a little marble or a bead right there. Okay. And it goes on and on and on. as far as these rocks lined up and the designs. So here's more of the rocks that they pile up. Yeah, seem to do it a lot of places. And here's a different one. And again, I really don't know what these are significant for. It's just a design, I guess. So people seem to be leaving. Tomorrow is the last day. After that, you have to pay a fee for the summer, which I believe the fee for the summer is $70. And you can stay here all summer, but you won't have any amenities except for the pit toilets, because they turn the water off and they no longer have trash pickup. So this is the 14th of April, and this is the main road, which everybody is right now getting very close to, getting ready. Everybody pretty much is going to pull out in the next day or two. I think you can stay until the middle of the 16th, like noon on the 16th, without paying anymore. So you can see though that it's pretty empty, because all this was just packed with motorhomes a little earlier this year.
Oh, we closed in.
So you can see this is the entrance to La Posa South, and this is on the east side of the road, but the folks who live up here at the front and check people in, the hosts, they're leaving this evening. In fact, you can see that they're all hooked up, ready to go, and there's somebody coming in on the 16th to take their place.